Alright, so this is going to be how to do Dad's TPN. Every night, there's going to be a vial with a dark blue top that's called thiamine.
Thiamine. That's weird name.
That has 200 milligrams in it. Every night he gets 100 milligrams, which will be on the small needle to the 1. See the 1? Right there? To the 1. After you're done doing it, hold on, Grace. After you're done, you open up a new bottle, so you only have half of it taken out, the other half has to go in the refrigerator. He also, famotidine, this is the heartburn medicine. It has this color lid.
Peach.
Once we open it, it won't have this color lid.
It will have
this has 20 milliliters. Dad gets 4 milliliters a day. On this bigger syringe, you fill it up to the 4. See the 4? To the 4.
Number 4.
Every other day, he gets the white lid, which is multivitamin. And he gets the dark blue lid.
Different dark blue lid.
Which is a different multivitamin. Notice both of them have 5 milliliters in them. If it'll focus.
Thank you.
There you go, 5 milliliters. They both have 5 milliliters. That means on the big syringe, which in this case is backwards, so let me see if I can flip her around so you can see. You need to fill it to the 5. See the 5 right there? To the 5.
5.
All right. This is the TPN bag.
Jiggle.
This is where you put the stuff in.
As you can see, that is a very tiny circle.
See the circle in the center? That is the bullseye that you want to put the needle through. This is where you will hook up the tubing to.
But don't
after we're
touch
done.
it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it until then.
Grace.
Don't touch it till then.
My assistant Grace is going to now do all of these.
Yes, because I am a
We're
smart
going
person.
to start with the small needle, and she's going to open the small needle up. Since the thiamine we used last night, we opened it, so it's only got half of what's left. She's throwing away the garbage.
Weird cover.
Pulling up. Make sure you.
Sometimes you have to twist.
So
it
I always twist the needle
before you
to make
open
sure.
it.
Yeah, Grace. I always twist the needle to try and make sure that it's actually attached. Do not stab yourself.
Do not stab yourself.
If you stab yourself, then the needle is dirty. You have to throw it away and you have to go get another one. You cannot put it in here if it's got a dirty needle.
Also, you've been stabbed. So
I'm more worried about your dad being hurt than you. So you'll put air in the
one
needle until you get to the spot where it needs to be.
Yep.
Then you put it into the center.
Right, this little dot. Yeah, it is stab.
Yep. And then you pick it up. And you make sure that when you're pushing it up, like that. Then you're going to pull the needle out so that it's not all the way out, but out enough that you can see the tip of the needle. And then you're going to release the syringe, and it will fill it up by itself. It's kind of hard to see. If it doesn't fill itself up, then you can pull the syringe down to make sure that the syringe is filled at least to the 1. If it goes over, if it's the second day and it goes over, it's fine. If it's the first day, please don't, because there won't be enough for the next day. You want to make sure all the fluid is out of the little vial. Then you throw away the vial, and you probably want to take your thumb off of the needle for right now. And you then put the needle
very carefully
into the center. Are you watching, Ronan?
Yeah. No, he is not.
If there's any resistance, pull it out and do it again. And then you squirt it in. can do that as fast as you want. Then the needle comes out of that bag and immediately goes into the sharps box. Now for the next. This one's a little bit different than what we've done before. It's a big bottle. Yep, so we're going to take the lid off. Now, because there's going to be leftovers, when you're done with this, it needs to go in the refrigerator.
Just like all the other medicines.
Just like all the other medicines.
Come on.
Use your nails. There you go. And then you throw the cap away.
Yeah, it looks like this.
Yep, throw the cap away.
Don't worry, you didn't break it.
Okay. Now, put that down. We're going to open the medium-sized needle now. Yep.
This one.
Medium-sized, so open that up.
Yep, we're going to just...
And we're going to open that up the same as before.
That doesn't matter.
And take the lid off.
Make sure it's on completely.
Yep, take the lid off. Throw that away. And now on this, we're going to make sure that it's to the 4.
Yep.
And then we're going to do the same thing.
Yep.
Put it into the center of the bottle.
Carefully.
Flip it upside down.
Yep. And
Put the air in. And then we're going to pull the needle out so that it's almost out. There. Yep, just right like that. You don't need to pull it any farther. And then let it fill up. And it should fill up to the 4. And you remember, you only want to take out to the 4. Again, if it goes over a little bit, that's fine. You just don't want it to go over a lot because otherwise it won't be enough for the rest of the time. And you pull it out and put it into the center.
Again, carefully. And you just...
Squishy squish. All right. And then same thing, that needle now goes in the sharps box.
Carefully.
All right. Now we've got the 2 vitamins. So we're going to take the cap off of those. Again, this is only 3 days out of the week, so it does not need to be done every day.
If you do it every day, you run out of medicine stuff.
Yep.
Do you do both or just one?
Do both.
Yep.
All right, now we're going to, don't touch the top. Try not to touch the top. You don't want to get your finger nastiness on the medicine.
Okay.
Now we're going to open up the big needle.
Carefully.
Once we open up the big needle, we're going to throw that away. We're going to take the cap off the big needle.
Make sure it's in all the way.
You scare me when you take the cap off like that.
Mm-hmm.
Open it to the 5, or put air in it in the syringe until we get to the 5.
Careful, careful, careful.
All right. Now we're going to pick up one of the 2 vials. Put it in.
One.
Yeah, you don't have to pick it up. You can leave it on the table to put it in.
I like to do it so I can see it better.
Okay. Flip it upside down. Squeeze the air in. And then let it fill up.
Pull it out first.
Yep.
And then you go to the...
One of the multivitamins is yellow. One of the multivitamins is clear. Now on both of these, there's going to be a little bit more than 5, so make sure that it doesn't have to stop at the 5. Make sure you get all the fluid out. So if you look at it, there you go. Now it's empty. So see how that one had almost 6 milliliters actually in it. The reason you want to give them all of it,
so you're not wasting anything.
well, and it's a multivitamin that's only given 3 days a week out of 7 days. Put it into the bag.
So you want to make sure you get the most of it.
Yep. Again, not everything's going to be processed because the bag doesn't get completely drained. When you squirt it in, you'll see the orange go into the white. Pull it out. Now again, we're going to use the same needle. Back to the 5. Gonna put it in.
It doesn't have to be exactly in the middle. It just has to be close.
And push it.
Push away.
This one's gonna be clear. And you can see it's already starting to go in the syringe.
It's not completely clear, but that's fine.
Yeah.
It's just remnants from the other medicine.
And it looks like it's empty now.
Yeah. Just dump that
Throw the bottles away. Put this in there.
Shake it weird, by the way.
Is it going in nicely?
No.
Don't bend the needle. If it breaks, that's bad.
If there's any resistance, just don't do it.
Yep, pull it out. And squeeze all the fluid in. And then what I do is I take the needle out and I put a bunch of air in the tube again. Doesn't matter, just pull it. Alright, and then I put the needle back in. And what I'm doing with this is it is very hard to get the vitamins and such from the tube that's connected to the bag. Watch it. Move your hand. So you can see it's full of liquid. When she puts the air in, it pushes all the stuff out of the tube into the bag. So you don't have to worry. And then that goes into the shark bin. And then she's going to pick this bag up and she's going to mix it up so that the yellow is all mixed into the white. And that also mixes all the other vitamins up together so that when it starts, it's not all in one thing. All right. So now we are going to
Did you hear that?
take a break. There will be a part 2 for the setting up the bag in the backpack.